Hello everybody, my name is Hannah Taylor and I'm currently the ASCSU president.
And my name is Noah Schindler and I'm currently the ASCSU vice president.
And this is a part of our commitment to transparency with the students. We're doing these monthly Fireside chats to let you all know what we're doing and what the progress that we've made the past month.
Yeah, I mean, we had a commitment to transparency throughout our campaign, and we really think this is a great way to communicate our goals as well as, the past work that we've done throughout our term here. These will be posted on our Instagram as well as CTV's YouTube and the ASCSU website.
Yeah, so we're just going to talk a little bit about our progress this past month, our first month within our administration. And so Noah, if you want to start us off with talking about the ASCSU link on Canvas.
Yeah, so we thought it was really important for students to have easier accessibility to ASCSU. Most people aren't using RAM Web, except to update their health insurance and do things like register for classes. So we worked with Canvas to get the ASCSU link in Quick Links on Canvas, and we have a video actually that we're going to show you guys right now. So if you go to the Quick Links tab, which is represented by that little Rams logo, up top you'll see Colorado State University, and then under ASCSU you can click there, it'll take you to the website, and you can scroll through the executive branch as well as judicial and Senate branches. So, yeah.
So that was a great way that we already made it more accessible for students like you to find out what we're working on so far and what we've gotten done. So that's part of our commitment to accessibility and then also awareness of what we're doing so that you all can go and look and see progress on our initiatives and projects through Canvas. So now I want to talk about the Beer event that we held the third week of October. I believe it was the week of October 19th. And what we did for the Beer event for the 52nd anniversary was to do 52% off of select food items at the Skeller to celebrate the Beer In. And we made a video on our Instagram that was posted on the ASCSU Instagram that basically covered what the Beer In was that happened 52 years ago. It was a protest against the CSU administration and lack of recognition of student voices. And so we really believed that it was super important to recognize that event and celebrate it for the 52nd anniversary of it as a reminder of the importance of the student voice. So yeah, that was really cool, and it was a really great way to get to know other students and then also provide a recognition of that event and the CSU Skeller today. So
yeah. Our Director of Health has also been working on a really awesome flu shot initiative with the CSU Health Center. If you were to go there now, all flu shots are totally free for students. She's also been working in the Health Center on that and a social media campaign to promote it. We're looking for vendors right now to give thermometers away for students on campus. That Director of Health has also been working with the pandemic team to administer COVID tests on campus. Right now, those can be found over at Moby. And if you want to kind of go into U+2.
Yeah, absolutely. So our state and local policy department so far this month has been really busy. They've been working with a ton of city stakeholders regarding U+2, but then also other community efforts. Myself and the Director of Community Affairs actually met with the Assistant Police Chief of Fort Collins last week and got a tour of the police station, and then also talked about ways of collaboration and work. Since there have been several protests that many CSU students participated in at the police department in Fort Collins and all over across the country, we want to find ways to open that line of communication and talk about ways that the police department can improve, and then also, hear student concerns and see if we can really educate the students on what the police department has been working on, and then also talk with the police department for ways to improve and provide an area for students to express their grievances. As well, U+2 is a big part of what the state and local policy department has been working on. They're currently working on a strategy plan that's been kind of the focus of this past month, and we've gotten some of the plan together. We're really trying to take it with a different angle, raise awareness and education on what the ordinance started, and how the ordinance started, and how it was actually a racist policy when Fort Collins was an agriculture town, because it was a policy against immigrants packing houses, and so how it's kind of evolved into a policy against students. And so we really want to raise awareness on how it started, and then also rally students to get involved on this community effort. And so this month we're hoping that our plan will be solidified and that we'll be able to recruit students and then also other members of ASCSU outside of the executive branch to help us with this effort and make some progress there. So we're really excited about that. We think that we have the chance to get some stuff done there this year.
Yeah, and one of our other initiatives, because COVID was such a big issue for us, was working with students in quarantine, because they have a really hard time being alone for 14 days. They can't go outside, they can't mingle with other people. So the Slice office has been working with donations to give gift baskets to those students in quarantine, care packages and whatnot. But we have also been partnering with Slice and the health department in our ASCSU cabinet to provide sticky notes and write messages for those students in quarantine in sticky notes. We actually are working with the inventor of sticky notes to kind of get this initiative done, just to give the students an idea that there are people that are thinking about them while they're alone, and anything we can do to help them. And Hannah, if you want to go into our mentorship program.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really excited about this because we're implementing some programs for students this year to get involved in ASCSU and then also to feel more connected with academic departments in the university. So the first thing that we're working on is through our Department of Academics, and we're working on a mentor program where underclassmen and upperclassmen are paired based off of academic department, so that in a time where there's a lot of online classes and a little lack of, there's a lack of guidance this year for first year and second year students and second year transfer students. So we want to develop a program where underclassmen are paired with upperclassmen that are in their major or minor, same academic department, where they're able to give, they have a mentor that's able to give guidance for like professor recommendations or like class help or like some advice as far as class and courses go, and then also before registering. So it's an additional resource besides the academic advisor, which we think would be a really great way to pair underclassmen students with upperclassmen students, especially since underclassmen might be struggling to really find that guidance this year. So our academic departments is currently working on that, and we're hoping to launch that next semester and get it prepared so that we can do that. And then also our Department of Campus Engagement, our director in that department has already developed an application in the application process for our intern program this year. And so if any of you are interested in getting involved in ASCSU, wanted to apply for cabinet, our first year, second year, even third year students that you really want to get involved in the organization and maybe the executive cabinet, but don't really know where to start or want to gain some experience first, we'd really recommend applying for the intern program. We're expecting that the application is going to open at the end of winter break, and we'll conduct some interviews then, and then have it rolling for the beginning of semester. And basically how that works is you'll be paired with a department of your interest and be able to work with the directors and deputies in that department and get some work done, and then you'll be able to have that for if you're interested in getting more involved in the future. So we're really excited about that, and those will be coming soon. And then another way that if you're interested in getting involved in ASCSU is our BSOF board, which is in charge of allocating university funding for student organizations this year. Our director of finance chairs that board, and we have open applications until Sunday, this Sunday. And so if you're interested in getting involved, we really encourage for you to apply for that. So, and if you want to talk about SFRB, Noah.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, it's Sunday, November 8th. SFRB is a student, or SFRB is also known as the Student Fee Review Board. It is a board that is totally populated by students who have applied. Actually, our application is just closed. Those results will be going out on Sunday. We're hoping to be at about 20 members. The point of SFRB is to review all the fee areas that are funded by ASCSU's student money. In the fall, we meet with those fee areas, and they give us kind of a tour of their facilities as well as their programs and what they do. And then in the spring, we meet with them again, and they pitch whether or not they want an increase in student fees and why do they deserve that. And we kind of go through all their budgets and review where that money is going to make sure that students are getting the biggest bang for their buck when it comes to fee areas that provide services that they can use. We also just closed the Pacesetters application. The Pacesetter scholarship is a scholarship that goes to students who are above and beyond in their participation here at CSU. Living a healthy lifestyle, achieving academically, as well as being overly involved. Those are Pacesetters. And that is a $4,500 scholarship that we do every year. Along with our academics and diversity and inclusion departments, review those applications and decide whether we want to do a lump sum or split up the money and give it to a couple different winners. So those results will be coming out in the next couple weeks here as well.
Yeah, so, and then I want to talk a little bit about Board of Governors. I attended my first meeting in early October, And because we had just gotten into office within a couple of days when I first attended my first meeting, and so I provided a report to the governors on our transition process, why it happened at this time of year because the election postponement, and then we also talked about the projects that are coming up, kind of what we just talked about right now. And so the next meeting that I'll be attending is the beginning of December, and we'll be providing an update sort of like this one, but hopefully a little bit more updated with the progress that we will have made this upcoming month. And so I'm really looking forward to the next Fireside Chat, letting you all know things that I find out, and then also what we report on for that meeting. But I think that's all from us today. Thank you so much for listening. We're really looking forward to starting this and giving students an update on what their student government is working on.
Yeah, and like we said, these Fireside Chats will be happening at the end of every month. And thank you.